Was that the best Saudi Arabia show we have seen? First matchup was Edge versus Seth Rollins. The match was really good, actually. I mean, it was brutal. It was in Hell in a Cell. There was a wrench spot. There was a chain spot. There was a weird focus on chains during the match. I mean, there was one during the Bobby Lashley match. There was one during the Seth match. Edge won with the curb stomp, which I found very poetic. And that's the end of that match. On to the next one. And then we've got the next match. Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. Now, it was kind of obvious who was going to win this match. I mean, it's in Saudi Arabia. Mansoor's kind of the hometown hero. He's got to win Saudi Arabia. But it was a pretty good match. I mean, back and forth. I mean, I just wanted Mustafa Ali to win for the memes. You know, just to see how the fans reacted. It would have been a bloody riot if he won. Anyway, so yeah, Mustafa Ali lost. But then, beat up Mansoor after the match, causing this random dummy to come out, who I don't even know. Apparently he's a silver medalist. But I don't watch the Olympics, so I don't know. Don't even know if it's part of the Olympics. Came out and bloody kicked Mustafa Ali's head off. Matt Riddle rode a bloody camel. Alright. No, Riddle rode a camel. Okay, I may as well talk about the match. So the match... Oh my god, Matt Riddle rode a camel. Matt Riddle ran to the back during the entrance and came out on a camel. That's something I did not expect to see. And I thought that random Donny kicked Mustafa Ali's head off was weird. That camel deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I am telling you now. Okay, so that tag title match was 5 stars, just for the camel. So the next match was the Queen of the Ring tournament. Zelina Vega won. Next up, we have Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley in a match which I think is Goldberg's best match since the Survivor Series match with Brock Lesnar. That's my honest opinion. I mean, he hit Jackham properly. He speared Bobby Lashley off the stage. That was awesome. So yeah, it was a really good match. All hail King Woods. Yep, it's time to talk about the King of the Ring finals. Finn Balor versus Xavier Woods. The match was decent, but it's more about the moment. Xavier Woods finally winning King of the Ring. The King of the Ring has been Xavier Woods' lifelong goal, and he's finally won it. It's a very heartfelt moment. All hail King Woods. Next matchup was Drew McIntyre versus Big E, and this was just a hoss fight, and I loved it. I mean, Big E kicked out of a Claymore. Drew kicked out of the big ending, which people don't like the big ending of the finisher, but I think it's perfect because it's someone's massive shoulder driving into your midsection. You're gonna be hurt. Why do people hate it? But Big E got the rightful win. The second to last match was the women's triple threat for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Nothing really to comment about that match. Just that Becky Lynch retained, meaning they're probably going to do the belt swap on Raw or SmackDown. The main event was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. A match which was interesting because we didn't know which side Paul Heyman is on. And we technically still don't know which side he's on. Because during the end of the match, the ref went down, and Paul Heyman grabbed the Universal Championship, threw it in the middle of the ring, and tell both of the men, or at least one of the men, they know what to do with it, grab the belt. Brock and Roman both went for the belt and did a kind of tug-of-war thing, which they did during the WrestleMania 31 build, but it was while they were, lied down, kind of knocked out. Brock Lesnar got the belt, smiled, but then got super kicked. So my theory is that the Usos knew that Paul Heyman was going to turn on Roman, so they stopped that from happening and allowing the Tribal Chief to retain. Which is why Paul Heyman, at the end of the match, when he was walking away with Roman, looked almost shocked. Now, I think Crown Jewel was a really good show this year. Better than all the other Saudi Arabia shows we've had in the past. And yeah, it has stacked card and, well, Xavier Woods won King of the Ring, so immediately best show of 2021. I'm going to give this show 4 stars out of 5.